Hey there, viewers, and welcome back to the Self-Made Auto Channel. I want you to miss that. We got our part here from Nissan. It is the whole mama jama here, the big old switcheroo. Let's open her up. The reveal, the unboxing. Oddly satisfying, isn't it? Let's pull it out, see if it looks any different. Oh, it's got a long donger on it. It's got one of those things. I think that's what we're missing on ours. Stick the box to the side. As a precaution, I've got us a steering angle sensor too, which is wicked expensive. This thing wasn't too bad. A few hundred beans for this. Comes with all of these. Comes with a free loose thing in it. So let's take and pull our wheel back off. I left it all loose because I just parked it out in the parking lot, no sense in. And oddly enough, the airbag light was just flashing and only had a TCS light or something on. I figured she'd be lit up like a Christmas tree. You know, I should have took it for a rip around the block to see if the steering wheel was straight. I've neglected to do that again for the second time. Take that off. Set the wheel up there, and then this here, I don't think we reattached that, did we? Nope, we didn't. For whatever reason, we plugged it in. Why would you do that? Good thing we didn't take care of any of our tools either. So there's that. Haha! The mystery is solved. This is different. Let me get a Phillips head, and we'll take our steering angle sensor off from this one. We'll put it on the new one. We'll turn everything on. We shouldn't have to hook up the airbags or anything. We'll turn it on, see if we can recalibrate it real quick, and see if we get some live data on our scan tool. Oh, this one's got the same wiggly bit in it, so no worries. That means the new one's not broke. Oh boy. I'll just put it right here. Otherwise we're gonna lose it. Oh, that was a close one. What's up, Mrs. O? Here she comes. I'll get the last one. What's up? What's up, Mrs. O?
There's a lady here.
Uh-huh.
Lives down the street.
Mrs. G?
Mm-hmm.
You need some
She wants her engine lights on, and she wants to know if she can leave it today or tomorrow.
Ooh. Yeah, she can leave it today.
Okay.
We'll see what's going on with it. What car?
Her daughter's in Bella.
Oh, okay. Alright, let's pull this thing off. And then now let's have a look. So here's our steering angle sensor. Let's have a look at what these little guys did. You see the difference here, folks? I do. Hopefully you do. I'll hold it steady for a minute. You can oogle at it. Let me flip it around. The diameter of that inner hub, completely different. Okay, enough looking at that. Set the old one there. Let's get the new one here. Now this, because it's new, is locked in its center position. Now let's just see for poop and laughter. If we stick this one on, we should have to line it up to engage into some notches, and we do. So you see how it kind of sits up there all flippy floppy. Bring that around. Should be able to line that up in the groove. So these little pegs are going to line up in the groove. Line your peg up in the groove, just like that. Now it's touching. Now I'll take the three little screws that I almost lost. I'll put them back in, and then like I say, we'll get it all, we'll plug it in. Stand up straight. There she goes. We'll plug it in. We'll probably have to do a calibration, which means we might have to drive it just a little bit. I think it's got to go over 10 miles an hour or 19 or something perhaps. because we don't want to put it all back together to find out the steering angle sensor is bad, which I doubt it's bad, but we've got a new one here just in case. I didn't want to have to wait another day to get another part. But I think it was like $300 and some for that thing, I think. For OEM. I'm sure there's lots of aftermarket ones that won't work for less money. Or you could probably go to the salvage yard and get yourself one. So yeah, now that little guy is engaged. So then we should be able to stick this. We'll plug that back in. That was the right hole, right, fella? Get that one plugged in. And then, let's see, we don't need to plug those in realistically. Click that back on there. Pull this out, because we should be able to go just like this, right? In theory. Let's go get a scan tool. Here's our steering angle sensor. I did a quick 0 point on it. I'm going to rotate it a little bit to the left here. Fancy. We're going to go a little bit to the right. Fancy, and then back to the left, and then back to the right, and back to the left. You're starting to see the trend here. So I'm just moving it like this. Whoa, where are we going there, fella? Let's get her back near 0. Of course, once we're done, we're going to have to reset the 0 on it because I just set the 0 wherever it was resting. But obviously, it works. Fantastic. So steering angle sensor problem with a good steering angle sensor. We use some logical deduction to figure out what was wrong with it. So we'll stick that up there. Actually, let me turn that off. This thing gets smoldering hot for some reason. Let's see. And then we just need to shut our key off and we'll go out and unhook the battery. And then we will get all the rest of the stuff. So remember, the yellow connector down here has to go in first. Don't you forget it. And then the gray connector, because the gray one holds the yellow one in. Are we still going to be able to get it on? We will. Right? Am I right? Is that how that worked? No, you're wrong, you ding dong. You sure I'm wrong? Maybe they got to go in simultaneously. No, because we pulled the gray one out first, didn't we? Yes, that's right. Gray one first. There's that, and then the white connector is going to go up on top. And we'll click that one in, because that goes to your turn signal switches and all that stuff. And then click that back in if I remember right. Come on. Click that in, then we had some screws. Theoretically, let me just make sure our wipers and whatnot work. Headlights work. High beams work. Turn signal works. Turn signal works. Fog light works. The fog light. We got a squirter. That works. Fantastic. Gonna hook the battery. Get all this together. I'm looking around for the screws that go in this thing. Well, guess what, fella? It comes with new screws, because must be the old screws are still in here. They are. I thought they were chrome colored, so the screws in this one are, gray. There's one there. But the ones that are in this one are black, because I looked down at my center console here, and I had 2 black screws. Must be an upgrade. We'll get these things screwed down. You guys probably don't need to see the rest of this process. We've already fixed the car. The show is over. But if you want to stick around, feel free. It was at this point we removed the column covers. I think we screwed up on that in our last video. Not our last video, but the video we did. We just did a clock spring on something. That's right, this thing only had 2 screws if I remember right. A bunch of other broken, well, it's not really broken, it's just a bunch of these plastic tabs are bent over, so we'll try to line them back up straight. Looks like all the latches are still good, so I'll get this fed back down and around there. clickety click. A couple of screws. I'm wondering. I'm thinking. I wonder if, because remember this was missing a screw. I wonder if we can just take a salvage one of these screws. They have a little retainer to keep them from falling out. Wonder if they're similar in thread. Oh, look at that, they're the same thread. Different head. So I don't know if we got enough room to get that head up in there. If not, we can just get rid of that washer, as they say. We'll come right up in there. Put that one on. Oh, she's tight. And there was one over here. Tight. Where was that third one? It's this one here off to the side. This head is probably going to be too big. That's going to be my guess. Or not. Fits right in like a glove. Of course, the hole it goes into might be screwed. Yep. Yeah, it's not even biting, so it must be the hole it goes into is messed up. Oh, that was a freaking process. Dun, 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 dun. It does not go that way. I'm gonna guess it goes this way. Feed your wires back through the bottom hole. Straighten that back up. Straighten up, fella. Do not feed your wires through the bottom hole. Feed them through the side hole, okay? Where did this guy get his license to repair? That's New York State. We don't need a license. I think overseas they do. Because a lot of the... No, you're wrong, fella. It did go through the bottom hole. Dummy. Maybe I should need a license to fix stuff. I was right, but I was wrong. I think overseas they do. Or maybe even in Canada. Need to have a repair shop license. Or not a repair shop license, but a mechanic license or something. Because I know some of my viewers have mentioned, or insinuated that they were hoping to get their mechanic's license, which I was like, oh, that's weird. Around here, you don't need anything. Any ding-dong can open a shop. You do need a repair shop license, which is just pay the state some money and they give you a green sign to put on your building. That's pretty easy. But no, nothing beyond that. You don't need to be certified or anything. Let me get a socket and a torque wrench. Down here nice and tight. Torque to factory specs, of course. Did I forget to show that process? Probably. Plug this thing in. Oh gosh, that's scary. Like I say, always use your left hand pointed away from your face. Unless you're left-handed, then use your right hand pointed away from your face. Okay, those are in and clicked. And we've got this doodad, which went over here. And that's clicked. And in theory, make sure your wires aren't going to get pinched. Because we got to click it in. Last thing we want to do is mess up the wires on our new clock spring. We don't want to be like the other guy. Fix it and have it broke still. Okay, those are pushed out of the way. There. It's all back together. Whee! We'll hook up the battery. Redo our 0. And then we're good to go. What she's going to do with this thing must be a... Now these, because she said she just had this done not too long ago, there's too much finger crud on these for me to think that it came with, came with these little guys. I'm assuming this is some kind of Chinesium one. And, it was just for, because you can buy these vehicles without the stability track. That is an option for this ABS system, so perhaps this fits the other one. That's what I'm thinking. Either way, it's junk. Doesn't matter. We're moving on. We got more cars to fix. Got a Buick Lucerne out there. Randomly stalls and then doesn't crank. Doesn't do anything. So much so the guy can't even drive it, I guess. So maybe we'll get a video on that. He already told me what's wrong with it. He said it's the main board. So we'll have to get a main board, whatever that is. Alright. Battery is hooked. Whoop! Dropped my keys. This lady just called and says that she has no heat either. So she's driving down the road. Had heat, then she lost heat. Then she had heat, then she lost heat. Ooh. What kind of lights do we got on the dash now? We got a horn. Airbag lights flashing. BCDS lights on. That's good. Let's just do an auto scan. I'm going to do an auto scan on it. Let it run through the whole rigmarole here. And we'll get stuff cleared out. Because we might have to re-clear the airbag light. I didn't think we would. I would have thought that would have self-reset. But who knows. And we'll redo the zero deal here. And we'll take it for a shake. Where's the button I just pushed? Oh, there it goes. Oh, it's off. Had it cranked up on high here. Nothing was happening. Wonder if we got a blower motor going bad. Let me shut this back off here. I asked her if it kept blowing, and I thought she told me that it did. But that seemed to be an awful long delay before it. That's on high right now. Nothing's happening. Some cars, this is not an auto mode, so I don't believe it's waiting for hot air or hot water to engage. Like nothing's happening. It's up on high. Where's the blower motor, do you think? Think it's under the passenger side? Nope, nothing's happening. Let me run her down to cold to test our theory. Nope, still no blower motor. Still no blower motor on high. So maybe I asked her if the thing was blowing. What the heck, lady? Okie dokie, folks. All the lights are cleared. I reset to 0. Still got our heater up on high. Let's go ahead and back out. Hold on, I'll move you. You want to see where we're going. Here we go. How come this light's on? There we go. Shut that one off. We'll see if we hit a bump and miraculously our blower motor starts ripping again. That's going to be my guess. And, oh yeah, we got to check to see if our steering wheel's straight too. That'd be great if it is. I imagine somebody put it on crooked that probably did. Wheel alignment, it's hard to say. Steering angle sensor is working. I feel some heat coming through the dash just from the airflow. Clearly the blower motor's not working. We're still on high. We'll hit some bumps. Straighten up in here. And then we'll go do some zigzags because that was our original problem, is every time we would... Oh, there's the blower motor. There she is. She's working now. Let me shut that back off. So that's off. I'm going to crank her back up on high. Nothing. We'll come out here and hit some bumps. Well, good. That's a lot easier to fix than messing with the heater cores. I say that because I'm assuming it's a blower motor. Here, let's hit some bumps. Here's some bumps. Ready? Bumpity bump, bump, bumpity bump. Nope, no blower motor. That didn't work. Oh, there it is. She's right. Got blower motor on high now. That's all you gotta do is ride the shoulder of the road, lady. Alright, we'll turn that off because we got an idea what we're going there. The great news is that the steering wheel is straight. Some days it's better to be lucky than good. Oh, and the other good news is it's not going haywire when we go around the corner now. Goody, goody, goody. Back into the village. We'll do full steering wheel sweeps here. I think it goes to 600 degrees each side. I think service data said 6 something, 620, 630. Pull down here. No more ABS light. All the way left. All the way right. And it goes 626. So that's how many degrees it goes. There's our min-max value, so about 630 degrees each side. That's our G sensor down there. We were pulling some pretty sick G's with it. So that's that, folks. I'm happy. We're all happy. No baseball. No field's overgrown. Rona. You can't let them kids outside with the Rona. Let's go back to the shop and see what's wrong with the blower motor. I didn't think I was going to get 3 videos out of one car. Alright folks, well that's it on the Nissan Frontier here with your steering angle sensor, or the, I don't even know what to call it, the traction control kicking on when you're going around the corner stability track. I'm not sure Nissan's freezing on that, but not a big deal. All of the results of somebody installing the incorrect part. So just be mindful, you know, when you're putting stuff together like that. If something doesn't look right, it probably isn't. In this case, you know, we resolved it just by, you know, reusing the steering angle sensor, thankfully, and just putting in a new clock spring from Nissan. Now I've got to go down and see what's going on with this blower motor. So look out for that video. And I guess that's it, folks. Don't know what else to tell you. Other than to go down in that comment section. Questions, comments, criticisms, you know what to do down there. It's not your first time. And if it is, I'm glad it's with me. And just remember, viewers, if I can do it, you can do it. Thanks for watching.